So, have you guys heard the theory that Black people aren't African? So, this is a theory that's going around social media, and it's basically saying that Blacks have been in America, which I'm assuming is the USA, for longer than when they're saying the first slave ship came. So this is very interesting, and it may be true. I don't know if it's true, and I'm not actually debunking the fact of what they're saying. Well, I don't know if it's a fact, but I'm not debunking the theory, right? But I do have a question though. If blacks were in America before African enslavement, then why are you calling yourself black? That is my question. Why are you calling yourself black if you're saying that you were in America, in the USA, before slavery? That means you're not black. That means you're something else. So I'm just going to explain what the term black means. Okay, so the term black is really a derogatory term, and it was created to push slavery. Okay, it was created as a way, as a means to label and to oppress people of African descent. Okay? It is a derogatory term, and it's meant to be like darkness, dirty, blackball, blackmail. These words didn't come out of nowhere, right? Then the term white is more pure, clean, and all that. Okay? Maybe that's why there's a white wedding dress, because you're supposed to be pure. And when you're not pure, they're saying you can't, when you're like not a virgin or it's a second marriage or whatever, they're saying, oh, you can't wear white. Right? So it's because why? Because you're not pure, right? So that's why they calling themselves what? Like you have to really think about this. So that's the difference, because as we all know, not every black person's skin looks black, and not every white person's skin looks white. We know that, right? So why are we calling each other white and black, and we're calling Indians brown, and we're calling Indians Cherokee Indians, are like, sorry, I don't want to say the wrong thing, like indigenous Indians red, and we're calling Asian people yellow, and it's really gross. Or they're calling light skinned girls yellow bone or red bone, all these color designation. People got mad during 9/11 because there was like color designation regarding like the threats, and people like thought it was so crazy, but they don't think it's crazy that we're calling each other um black or like white and stuff like that. It's really crazy. And even when it doesn't make sense, okay? I've had someone who's white say to me, oh, you're black, but you're not. It's like, what are you saying? I am black. What are you saying? But because I guess she sees I'm a lot like her in terms of my education or my mannerisms or the music I like or whatever, then she feels like you're not what I expect a black person to be. It's like I'm not a color, okay? So maybe that's the issue. I'm not a color, and also I don't know who you met. So where's your idea of black coming from? And when we have these, I'm not the only person who has these issues. I've like a lot of people have said this, right? Or when we meet a white person and we're like, you're not acting white, you're acting black. And they're like, yo, I grew up in this area around black people. And they're like, oh, you're a a Winja. And it's like, why? Like, it's too much, and it's about segregation, right? So in this society that we're living, we know that these terms make no sense. But there's rules, and like they create a society and we're just like going along with it. Okay, fine. So the term black was created during slavery to like label us as one thing, because they have the creolized Africans who were born on the plantation, and they're calling them creolized because that's where they were born. Then you have the newly captured Africans who are coming from Africa. They're not creolized. They're African still, and they know who they are. Okay? So that's what's happening. And hey, guess what? That's what's happening again in the USA, and not just the USA, everywhere in the world, where black people who are not from Africa, and then you have the Africans straight from Africa, and then these two communities are like, you're different, you're different, they're not like us, they're not like us, all that dumb-ish, okay? Anyway, I didn't want to get on a tangent about that. All I'm trying to say is that the label of black is directly a product of slavery. So therefore, if blacks were in America, the USA, before slavery, then that's fine. And that's fine if that theory wants to exist, and that's fine. But I'm saying, why are you calling yourself a term that is a product of slavery? What was the label you guys were given for being there before? What did you guys call yourselves? If this is true that you read this in a book, then it should be there as well. We were called the Ashanti tribe, like whatever you want to say, right? Whatever word you want to make up or whatever. What was the title of the people who were in the USA before slavery? Because you could never be black, because the term black is a product of slavery. So when I see these videos and they're in the comments, going off on people and puffing up their chest about it, I'm like, this is really weird. It is truly weird that people are doing this.
Like this video. Tag a friend. Come on, subscribe now.